What up, YouTube? It's NoChainzz, and we are finally getting into the conference championship versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, playing as Rick Moss and the Denver Broncos.
The terrible towels are out in full force. We're in Pittsburgh for this AFC matchup between the Broncos and the Steelers. Hello friends, Jim Nance along with Phil Simms, and welcome to the AFC Championship game. These two teams have fought to get to this point, and the winner gets to move on to the Super Bowl. Phil, how about it before game time?
Oh, Jim, exciting time for everybody involved. We can hear the crowd. They're so into it. And I'll tell you what, when you get in these big games and a chance to win and go to the Super Bowl, you cannot be afraid to take chances, especially the coaches. If the opportunity is there, if you got to go for it.
I know a lot of you may be wondering why I have not posted this in such a long time. Around the time I was doing this, 2K came out and I got really caught up in 2K. So that's really why this hadn't been uploaded in a long time. Last episode you guys saw that we defeated the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Rick Moss scored a last-second touchdown or last-minute touchdown to get them the win. We are moving on to the conference championship, as I stated earlier, and we are playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. And in the playoffs, Rick Moss has been putting up more realistic numbers, I can say, because during the season he was just putting up monster numbers all across the board. And now he's been getting shut down a little bit in comparison to his regular season numbers when playing these playoffs teams. But our first possession, the Pittsburgh Steelers force us to a 3-and-out or punt situation right now. So we're going to give Ben Roethlisberger and this offense the chance to go ahead in this game, and they just got a good return by Antonio Brown. But our defense was playing really well, and Peyton Manning is going deep to Rick Moss, and he drops it. Ever since his freshman year in college with the Oregon Ducks, taking hits while holding on to the ball has always been a problem for him. But Peyton Manning hits Eric Decker for that quick 32 yards right there. And on first down, Peyton Manning back to pass, going to find Demaryius Thomas, and he fumbles it. A fumble forced by, I'm not sure who that was. I'm trying to see. I think it was Ryan Clark. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, they get the ball back. But our defense stops them again, and I believe we had a top 10 defense throughout the whole entire season. In the playoffs, they have been playing great, not allowing very many scores at all. But Lamar Woodley gets the sack right there, and we're going to try to convert this long third down. Rick Moss is deep. He has a step, but the D-back recovered very quickly. Our defense holds again. So like I said, we have to have like the best defense in the league right now. And if we win this game, we get a chance to go to the Super Bowl and show it. But Rick Moss catches that pass over the middle right there, still trying to get on the board. He's going to throw it to, I think that, yeah, Demaryius Thomas, but it's going to be picked off. And Ryan Clark is going to pick that one off. So he gets a pick, and Peyton Manning throws his first for the game right now. And our defense did allow a field goal And Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos and Rick Moss are on a 2-minute drill right here, trying to get on the board at least. And he's going to be picked off by Ryan Clark again. So 2 consecutive interceptions thrown by Peyton Manning and 2 consecutive interceptions caught by Ryan Clark right there. The Denver Broncos look to start off the second half hot, getting a few quick completions. This one to Rick Moss for about 8 yards. But we would stall on 3rd down on the run play for a loss of 1, but we would still get 3 points out of that. Matt Prater gets the Broncos on the board for the first time in this conference championship game. Rick Moss catches that one for about a gain of 15 yards on the left side of the field. Peyton Manning back to pass again. Going to find Rick Moss on the sideline. Number 24 has a chance to catch him, but he dives and he will not. And Rick Moss catches his first touchdown of this conference championship game. He burned the coverage right there. It was a cover 2 zone. Palomalu was not able to get to the left sideline, or the right sideline, fast enough before Rick Moss would take that one in for a touchdown. So the score is now 10-13. Our defense holds, and we are now only down by 3 points with great field position before this pass right here for a 2-yard gain. But our drive stalled. We would have to settle for a game-tying field goal by Matt Prater, and it is good. So 3 minutes and 24 seconds left, a tie game. Rick Moss is going to look to carry his team to the victory right here, and he catches this one over the middle for a good chunk of yards, trying to get this drive going. And we are now running the ball, trying to run out of the clock, but Ball fumbles the ball. That sucks, and the Steelers get a chance to potentially win this game with only 2 minutes left, all of their timeouts. But guess what? Our defense is going to stall and give the Broncos the ball back with only a minute and 20 seconds left. We're going to see what Peyton Manning, Rick Moss, and the rest of this Denver Broncos offense can do in the clutch. If they get a good drive right here, they will be in the Super Bowl. Can they do it? It came down to this in the last game too. Can they do it 2 weeks in a row? And they're going to hit Jacob Tamme on the left side, and he is going to be hurt. He is frozen on the ground, will not move. We're waiting for further notice on his injury. Rick Moss is down the right side wide open, but he cannot hold on to the ball. Rick Moss has to catch those. And on 3rd and 10, this is essential, and Rick Moss catches this one, stays in bounds. And we're going to try to convert this 2nd and 10 right here to give Matt Prater an easier field goal. Rick Moss catches this one for a 9-yard gain, 3rd and 1 coming up. I believe we're just going to run the ball right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we're going to run it. Hopefully, McGahee does not fumble like Ball did. And they're going to give him this 1st down right here. And that's going to set up Matt Prater for a game-winning field goal after Rick Moss calls that timeout right there. And hopefully Matt Prater has been great for us all season. Hopefully he will not choose now to mess up as Mike Tomlin tries to ice him. The kick is up, and it is good. The Broncos win this game, a close game. We almost didn't do it. The offense was stale for the first half entirely. I don't believe we scored until the end of the 2nd quarter. And here's the Gatorade shower. Can't even see any Gatorade. But we get what you're trying to do, EA. Just try to fix the Gatorade showers. Make it more authentic. There was no Gatorade in the Gatorade bucket. But we get what you're trying to do. Peyton Manning trying to shower your coach who's just won his way to the Super Bowl. A Gatorade shower. It is well deserved, even in these cold conditions. I just went really off topic talking about really stupid stuff. I'm just really excited that we have made it to the Super Bowl, and we're going to see who we're going to be playing in the Super Bowl. I'm anxious to see. I know you guys are too. And here are the news center stories right now. Who's next? Peyton Manning answered. I didn't even get to read that. But basically it's talking about how the Broncos are going to be making it to the Super Bowl. And it was a crazy season. We had a breakout receiver, but couldn't even pull off a great record, pulled off a decent record. But the Giants have been eliminated, so that means we are going to be facing the San Francisco 49ers. Let's take a look at this matchup. It looks like the 49ers just straight up dominated the New York Giants defensively. So we're just going to take a quick, brief look at these stats and see what we're going to be going up against. Obviously, Frank Gore is hurt, and Brandon Jacobs will be getting the start. I don't think there's an offense in the league that this Broncos defense cannot stall. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys are ready for the next episode, and I'll see you guys then.